Good evening and welcome to True Doug Man Encounters. I'm your host, Marvin Allen. Like I said, I did raise $188 towards my goal. My goal was $500. Got 1 day left. I don't think I'm gonna make it, and I'm okay with that. You know, I'm grateful to get what I got, so I'ma just have to get what I can get. You know, even if I gotta hold it until I get the rest of the stuff, because I want to have everything when I start making my videos, man. Because like I said, man, we're gonna be number one. It might take a little minute, but we'll get there. You know, it take time. You know, and patience is a virtue. You know, so if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go and do so. This encounter that I'm gonna tell y'all, I've been had this. I don't know why I never uploaded it, but like I said, I have a lot of them, and I have them, you know, I usually keep them numbered, but sometimes I get them mixed up and stuff. But this encounter right here, the location is unknown, and the guy didn't give me his name. So I was just happy enough just to get his encounter. So without further ado, let's get into this encounter right here. Now, the place was unknown, but this guy say he was driving back home one night. He was coming, leaving a friend's house, and he was driving back home. And he said while he was driving, he said it was around, 10:30. He wanted to get home, before it got too late. So he was about an hour away from his house. He said, so as he's driving, he said he noticed something to his right running through the tree line. He just see this dark silhouette, but he can see yellow eye shine too. But he noticed this dark silhouette, and it's just running. He don't know what the fuck it is. So he just, he's still driving. He just still driving. So he said he comes to this turn. He started to come around this turn. He slows down. And said when he slowed down, he said this dark figure that was running in the tree line slowed down too. But it continued to keep pace right up with him. He said, and he got back on the straightaway. He picked back up speed. He said that's when this thing picked up speed. He said, so he still watching this thing out the corner of his eye. He don't know what the fuck it is. But it's starting to scam now because it's running with him. He said, so after he drive, a few more seconds, he said this thing that was in the tree line peels off to the left, and it comes in the street. It runs like when you leave off the road, you got that little patch of grass before you go down into that little ditch. Said this thing stopped on this patch of grass and started to run on that. And it started to run straight. And it's keeping right up with him. Now he can see what the fuck this thing was that was in the tree line that was running with him. He said this thing looked like a black wolf. He said it was black as night. He said it was dark as shit. He said it had that yellow eye shine. It had long arms that hung in front while he was running. And when it was running, it didn't run like it was erected straight up. He said it ran like it was slooped over. Like them people, he said like the people that be on them skates and they be skating, but they bent over a little bit. He said this motherfucker was running like that. He said this thing had the pointy ears. It had the long snout, not real long, but it was, long enough. He said he didn't see a tail on this thing or nothing like that. He said, but it looked like a human wolf dog on 2 feet. And he said he don't know what the fuck it was. He didn't know nothing about no dog, man. He thought it was something that was created and was just released into the wild, So he's still driving. This thing's still keeping up with him. So he's still looking over at this thing. He said this thing was looking to his window, look at him, then turn him back around, look at him, then it would turn back around. But while it's doing this, it's keeping up with his car. it's fucking his head up. He real scared. He don't know what to do. He don't want to go real fast because he don't know what the fuck this thing is and he don't know what it's capable of doing. So he said as he's riding, he's still looking out the corner of his eye. He said this thing had some long ass arms. He said the arms was too long, it seemed, for his body. Like from the elbow on down. He said the shit was just too long. He said this thing had hands. He said they wasn't like human hands. He said, but they was big, they was black, and they had nails on them. He said he could see them. He could see that this thing had hands. Some type of hands, he don't know, but he said they wasn't human hands. But he said this thing had hands. It had the dug legs and everything. That's why he said it looked like a wolf human dog. He said he didn't know what the fuck it was until I got to talk to him, and I told him that it was a dog, man, And he was asking me questions about what they was created or something like that. I said, man, they've been around a long time before the government and with this DNA shit, Maybe it was created by something else, but as far as the government, no. So back into his story, he said this thing's still keeping up with him. He said, so as he's driving, what seemed like a long time, but he said this encounter wasn't that long at all. He said this 18-wheeler is coming up on the opposite side in his direction. And when it's coming up, it's got his, it got on them bright lights, the headlights. So he stops and flicks it, flicking his light, high beam, low, letting them know. So the guy in the 18-wheeler, he pushes on his brakes, and he stops. Now, mind you, the guy had already stopped on the other side. Said when he stopped and that truck started screeching to stop on his brakes, he said this creature, whatever the fuck it was, peeled off in the woods and it ran in. The guy got out his truck, went over there to him, and he said, hey, buddy, you all right? He said, man, what the fuck was that? He said, man, I don't know what the fuck it was. I know that thing was running beside me in my car. It seemed like hours, but it wasn't that long. He said it seemed like time just slowed down when this thing was running, right beside him. He said, man, buddy, is you okay? He said, yeah, I'm all right. He said, I'm just glad somebody showed up, man, because it seemed like I ain't seen a car and I don't know how long. So the truck driver said, man, I think you need to report this. He said, what I'm going to say? He said, you know what? You right. It's none of my business, but I just stopped because I seen that thing and I wanted to make sure you was all right. So truck driver got in his, truck and he left. Guy said he sat there for like 10 seconds, pondering in his head about what the fuck did he just see, because he don't really know, So after he got his thoughts together, man, he, just pulled off and, continued to drive on home. He said he never told nobody that encounter. And he said that encounter happened in 2002. So that was a nice while ago, but he said he held him in all them years because it seemed like that thing was just tormenting him. He said he was having nightmares and all that stuff, and when I talked to him and I was letting him know, man, what it is, I say, but it's a lot of things that we don't know about these creatures. That's why me and other people that got these channels on here, that's why we out here doing this, man, so we can find out what these things really are. Because don't nobody really know what the fuck they is. We can only assume, but we don't really know what they is, so. But you got guys like me and other guys out here, man, we trying to find the truth, The government keep all this stuff from us. All these cryptids out here that people come in contact with, and once the government find out, man, it's a big deal. Oh, no, you saw this. No, you saw that. No, you saw this. They'll tell you saw every other thing except what you really saw. So, like I said, that was his encounter. I hope you enjoyed. Like it, comment, likes. If you haven't subscribed, go subscribe. If I could do anything different than I'm doing now, please let me know. And with that, I leave you. Oh, one more thing. Man, y'all the best subscribers in the world, man. I love y'all. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Y'all are my second family. Y'all keep me going. Y'all make me get up and want to continue to do what I do. No matter how I might feel. No matter who might make me mad. I'ma still do what I love to do. Because God has blessed me with something. God has blessed me with something, man. It had been so many people that contact with me with encounters. And I would ask them, well, how you get in contact with me? A lot of them got in contact with me, through Vic. And all of them said the same thing. They said, you know what? I don't know what it is, but it's something about you that if I talk to you, I know you'll listen and you won't judge me. It's like I could tell you everything. And these people, they tell me this. I know I'm a good person. I know I got a good heart, And like I said, I'm going to continue to do what I do and to do what I love, man. And I know one day we going to get there. And I want to carry all my subscribers on my journey with me. I love y'all. Hope y'all enjoy the videos that I uploaded. And good night.